Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, all my hotkeys for opening and starting recording are bound to stuff. Hey there, folks. rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn. Yeah. So we got started last time, and I've also joined up with my friend, as I mentioned, and have joined their free company, which, if you know other MMOs, it's a guild, so like group of people who go out do stuff together, typically, or a group of friends, etc. There's free companies, and there's link shows, and then there's also cross-world link shows, because you can actually play with people on other servers. The game is just locked to data centers. I believe they're trying to break down that wall as well, but right now, we are just locked to data centers, so, like, for instance, I'm on Famfrit right now, but my main character's on Ultros, but I can still play with people from Famfrit or any of the others on what's called Data Server Primal, which is what this is part of. Ultros, Famfrit, Excalibur, Behemoth, and so on. Anyway, you also notice over here on the left, we've got the current main scenario quest. It's kind of like a guide to help people along, to tell you, hey, by the way, this is where you need to go for your next quest. It can also tell you of important quests, like for instance, it's telling me Way of the Pugilist, which is right over there, over the Pugilist Guild, which is a place we need to go anyway. So yeah, it will also tell you, give you a map, be like, hey, by the way, you've got a job quest over here to do. That's mainly what it's for. There are several different types of, excuse me, so much talking in a row. There are several different types of quest icons. So this is, for instance, this one right here, this is a regular quest. Do Diligence. I'd like to know what you think of Ul'dah. Let's do it. So, how are you taken to Ul'dah, Arya? Make any new friends in high places yet? Actually, I guess it's an old friend. Well, when you have the Sultana's ear one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old Wyman. As long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favor and take this missive to Josiah's at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder, and the man will even give you some gil for your trouble. If only all work in the city was this easy, eh? So yeah, that is our first quest. And it's so weird to me right now I have that all the way over. I'm probably going to adjust it. So anyways, our next type of quest icon is this one. So this is actually a event quest. Actually, no, this isn't the event quest. This is a job quest. This requires level 50 to get. Specifically, this is for getting the job Samurai, which is an expansion job, and we'll get there. But yeah, so the red icon means for some reason you cannot get this. For, like I said, this one we cannot get because it requires level 50. There's some that will require specific jobs, or yeah, mainly just like specific jobs or high enough level. This little meteor-looking symbol. Excuse me again. Okay, I really need to take a drink of water. Way too much talking. This little symbol here, this means a main scenario quest. This is to tell you where to go. So we just need to right-click, interact with the Aetheryte, and now it'll attune us with it. Hail, adventurer! Might have come at the behest of Miss Modi of the Quicksand. Excellent, which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, madame. Apologies, I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. Look on your face was absolutely priceless, but the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests me that you are unfamiliar with the use of Aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies, and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of Return and Teleport? Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of Aether. Given that there is an Aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune herself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent of you to attune yourself to any Aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found it informative. Should you wish to learn more about the Aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. So we have learned Return, and I believe we've also learned Teleport. So Return will take us to what is called a home point. This is like, so if you die, you can select Return, and it'll take you back to where you've set yourself with a home point. So like right now, this is set to our home point because, well, it's the only Aetheryte we have. Go figure. So Aetherites have a few purposes. You can set home point. You can also use these to visit another world server. So this is how you travel to the other world within, like, the actual outside world, not within a instance dungeon. This is primarily for doing certain, like, end game things, or if you want to meet with a friend on another server. You can also, there's the Aethernet, however we have no Aethernet shards available. This allows you to travel within the city. For the world visit, that is only available in the 3 starting cities. This is one of them, Ul'dah. There's also Limsa and Gridania. Anyways, to our right, we have a place we will explore later. And what do you have for us? It's tougher than leather. So we can, it is possible to accept quests higher level than us. However, there is a limit to it. So, for instance, we can take this level 3 quest, even though we're only level 2. Jajakudo, the merchant, is visibly behooved and in need of some assistance. Tell me, what brings you here, friend? Looking for a bit of work, perhaps? Some small job to add a little weight to the coin purse of yours, Well, you're in luck. The Pugilists have just placed an order with me for several pieces of leather gloves and harnesses they use for sparring. But the traders are cruel and I find myself lacking the hides required. Would that I had the pelts of a few snapping shrews. What say you, friend, Care to help a merchant down on his luck, Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts and I promise to make it worth your while. You can find the creatures roaming central Thanalan. So this is a quest that will take us outside. We will get to that. We'll probably when we're level 3. So anyways, right in front of this NPC, we have our Pugilist Guild. So we've got 2 people we can talk to. So the green check mark means it is a complete quest. Do you have business with the Platinum Mirage this evening? Let us give him the sealed envelope. A missive from Wymond. Alright, then let's have a look. Bird is barn. Let the hounds feast. So it goes. Oh, well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protective services. Unfortunately for this particular petitioner, Wymond's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. So we're gonna get... I didn't explain this before, but this is our reward. This icon here, the one on the left, tells your experience, and it tells you how much gil you'll receive, and then if there's any item rewards, they'll be listed after that. Alright, greetings and welcome to the Pugilist Guild. I see you already walked the path of the Pugilist, yet your journey has only just begun. I highly recommend you add your name to our roll, for there is no better place in all the realm to train our disciple than here. The origins of pugilism as we know it can be traced back to the staging of bare-handed bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attract the fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Amidst the chaotic intermingling of styles, there rose a pugilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered, that she might refine her art. Among her many song-worthy exploits, we pugilists remember her participation in the Gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when bare-handed fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took on fully armed and armored gladiators and effortlessly bested the lot of them. Word of her feats spread across the realm like wildfire, of course, and Ul'dah swiftly transformed into the center of pugilism, with people flocking all over the train under this master among masters. This woman's name was Cornelia, and it is to her that the Pugilist Guild owes its existence. The art practice here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modeled upon the one which she once built. And there it is, a brief history of our guild. I've told this tale 1,000 times, but gods, it never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. Now then, should you wish to proceed with enrollment, you must first obtain the Guildmaster's approval. Let me know if you would like to meet him. So, we have a quest. So this is another type of quest icon, a blue one with a plus. This means it will give you a very important reward. So you have your basic icons and you have these blue ones. Typically, it'll means it unlocks something bigger. So they're typically, if you don't want to do any side quests, you will want to at least do these blue plus ones. So are you ready to present yourself for the Guildmaster's inspection? Gagaruna wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Pugilist Guild. Master Hamon is among the greatest pugilists of our time. For long years, the man who ruled the Bloodsands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired in favor of training aspiring fighters. You'll find him overseeing his charges yonder. Go now and show him the fighting spirit that burns within you. Alright, so that's our Guildmaster, but we also have another quest here. Motivational Speaking. Gather does not like the way you were looking at him, but will let it pass if you deliver a message for him. Hey you, I saw you looking at me. You got something to say, huh? No? Well, I do. Do you know Ul'dah? Short, broke, never pays what he owes. Yeah, that bleeding horsin'. Tell him to pay up, or I swear by the 12 I'll beat him so hard it'll feel like the second coming of Thanalan. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp, like as not. So you go and tell him. Okay. That's a little ominous, but that is further down that way, so let's go ahead and just do this quest. Past time you got your arse back here. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? You're not my errand boy. There's no dancer, there never was. I'm not doing anything indecent, I swear to the gods. What? You're here to enroll? Oh, why didn't you say so sooner? In my capacity as Guildmaster, I'll be glad to give you a primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as a blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows for each swing of the sword. What we lack in destructive force, we more than make up for in speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, you will also learn to string them together to deliver an endless flurry of blows. Only through such fierce combinations can the pugilist realize his potential. Yarr! Man, everyone's already want to, like, beat us up or something. Or how does beat up others? I'm spent from all this talking. Yeah, I hear you. You ought to speak more, lass. Give me a chance to catch my breath, but where was I? Ah, right. Joining the guild. Before you do so, I must warn you that the path of the pugilist is long and arduous. Do you believe you've got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now. I can go the distance. Hercules song here. Yes, you have fighting spirit. I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. Welcome to the guild, lass. For your first lesson, I want you to test your fledgling skills among the vermin of Thanalan. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets, and 3 shrews. Return here when the deed is done. So, we have another quest to send us outside. However, we've got a few more quests to deal with in here. So, let's go ahead and go down here. So, another very important skill here is sprint. I must have been unlocked my health bars. Sprint will let you move around way faster. Anyways, we've got Ul'dah here. I'm sorry. Oh god, be good. Okay, there's good. Alright, I'll give back every gil I owe, I swear. But no more pitings, I beg of you. Alright, so we're gonna get 50 experience, 5 fire shards, and 2 potions. Oh, but Ul'dah has a quest for us. Guild for gold. Needs help to repay a long overdue debt. Look, I haven't got the gil on hand, but I do have this ring. Ain't much to look at, but it'll surely fetch a high price. Was me dear departed mom's wedding ring. God, rest her souls, but she'll understand. Show it to Mamane over the ossuary, and it's your coin. Okay, so now we need to continue down this way, which is going to lead us to another quest. But before we do that, we have what is known as an Aetherite Shard, or Aethernet Shard, not Aetheryte. This as you remember, there was that option on the main Aetheryte. Helps you warp around faster, and this particular one is for the Thaumaturge Guild. You now have access to the Ethernet. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon Aethernet Shards. So these are going to be in all your major cities. Anyway, let's go ahead and head in here, and this is actually the Thaumaturge Guild. And as you can see, we've got another quest we cannot take, so we want to be a Thaumaturge. Within these halls, the arts of devastation are taught primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. I'd like to join our ranks and wield the power of thaumaturgy. I urge you to seize this moment and confide in me your arcane ambitions. Yes. Fear my words, destiny and desire were spoken in haste. Your aura bespoke certain unpreparedness, as if your spirit is reluctant to abandon a path yet freshly begun. Pray continue down that path until a fork presents itself. Perhaps the choice you then make shall lead you back to the gates of thaumaturgy. Before I can take up another disciple, I must first complete the level 10 quest of your starting class. So, yeah, you're stuck to your starting class until level 10, and you've completed that quest. Anyways, in the name of science, Erasmus of the Thaumaturge's Guild is preoccupied with his studies, but his brow's furrowed in a way that cries out for help. I'm Erasmus of the Order of Nodthal, and I am charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna. Blech. And the environs in which they dwell. For the dark art of the order's death, of our order's death itself, but power over death can come only through knowledge of life. One day I shall publish my findings in a single comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Thanalan. But there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, sister, bring me 5 bottles of marmot blood, and perhaps I shall name you in a footnote. Marmots are hardly creatures that thrive everywhere. You will most certainly find them just outside the city in western Thanalan by way of the Gate of Sultana. Do take care, they can be feisty little critters when threatened. So now we've got a quest to go, another quest for marmots. Anyways, so we've got Mamana here. Greetings, adventurer. What brings you to Arsenic Ossuary? So, while I turn this in, this is going to be a frequent thing. You'll have to turn in items for quests. These will always be found in your key items in your inventory. You wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of Ul'dah? Very well. It is most unfortunate when such drastic measures must be taken. And doubly so when the item in question is a fake! And such a cuddy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know that our appraisals are not free. Normally, this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Alas, considering the negligible value of this ring, I'm afraid you would still owe us. However, since this is a rather unusual circumstance, we shall waive the fee this once. Now you concern yourself with the bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. So we get no gil. However, we now have an option of what we want to take. So this is another thing that's going to happen, is we're going to have to choose what item we want. I'm going to take the potions, because why not? So, and that finishes that little quest line, I could say. But we've got another quest out here with Hihito. Hihito. Hihito has had enough of her husband's poor work ethic and needs someone to whip him into shape. Again? We're whipping a lot of people into shape here. How can Ossuary demand such exorbitant contributions every single minute? It's outrageous, I tell you. Don't they understand that the woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rogue and sunsilk dresses and to feed my marmot? Oh, if only I had had the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked harder and showed some initiative, surely he would be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg of you. Speak with my husband, Bubble Nima, and find some way to motivate him. You should find him at the Coliseum entrance, wearing one of those ridiculous outfits. Alright, so this is gonna send us into the Steps of Thal. So yeah, not gonna head out quite yet, but because we still got some. Oh, he's right here actually. I just couldn't see it on that map. I'm Bubble Nima. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That is, if you believe the harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money. And now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Well, if you're hell's bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these Franz the Fair flyers and posting them on the walls inside the Coliseum. I've got a long night ahead of me standing out here, so I won't be getting to it anytime soon. When you finish, go and tell Vulcan at the Gladiators Guild. He should give you something for your trouble. Alright, so I guess we will head over to the Steps of Thal. So this is gonna hold our, well, as you mentioned, the Colosseum / the Gladiators Guild, along with a few other guilds. And also, this is where we need to go for the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. I really need to find a Moogle. The fact that I have all those messages is just bugging me. Anyway. Oh my goodness, look at all the quests. Oh boy. Yeah, so we've got like a ton that are just like, oh my goodness, look at all the stuff we cannot accept. Alright, so we've got a bunch of exposed walls, and there's a couple ways you can do this. So first you can do it like you would turn in an item and just use it on here. Or what you can also do is you can walk up and you'll see in your quest log here, there's a little item icon. If you click that, it'll just go ahead and use it right from there. I'm usually flip between which one I do. I'm never consistent about it. Usually just depends on how I'm feeling. Alright, we posted the flyers, and now it's going to send us into the Gladiators Guild. Let's see what Genevieve has for us. Ah. What have you done? Your guys has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now look at how my guild is scattered across the ground. Pick it up right this instant. No lady is an island. She wants you to gather the guild, but you cause her to drop on the ground. Okay. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to interact with these. We don't have an item to use, so we just click on them, use them. Same way we use the Aetheryte. And that will pick them all up for us. Well, as we click each individual one. And of course, the quest log will tell you exactly how many you need to do. I need to pick up here. Alright. My guild now, and there better be not missing. Alright, so we're gonna have to get rid of the guild we picked up. This appears to be everything. What are you still staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolent. Huh. Well, give us 102 gil for picking up 5. Thanks. Bye. You're a little mean. Alright, so we've got Vulcan here. You helping Bobo Nima? Well, ain't that charitable of you. Franz has gotten pretty popular of late, and his fans keep stealing these flyers and taking them home as souvenirs. Ah, see Yvette, Bobo Nima's wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that. If you ask me, they're made for one another. Not that it's my place to judge mine. Anyway, we appreciate your help. So we're gonna get 5 more potions. Yay! Alright. Beet red, Beetles, beet red. Ugh, try saying that 5 times fast. Vulcan of the Gladiators Guild is muttering frantically to himself about an infestation of ladybugs in the region. Carried your arse in here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. It just so happens I have a deed what needs doing. Well, ladybugs wreaking havoc, bloody havoc on the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late's made them ornery as an auroch in a rut. Ain't much fighting on their own, but in numbers they're more than a match for any merchant who's been seen more days at the teeth than he has on the battlefield. Well, what'll it be? Fancy putting down 4 or so the bloody buggers, or don't ya? Okay, sure. Alright, Zazariku, the Great Gladiator. He's an adventurer to pick up an order from the Goldsmiths Guild. Have you come to wish me luck? I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What? You don't know who I am? Next biggest thing that's come to the Colosseum? Zazariku is my name, and you'll be hearing all about my exploits in the coming days. I even thought of a little title for myself, the Garnet Gladiator. Ah, which reminds me, I've yet to collect the circlet I commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild. That might be enough for me, would you? Hey, I just met you, but I don't really know you, but could you just go pick this item up for me? It's basically what just happened. So we actually have another Aethernet Shard, if I can find which corner it's hiding in. Alright, we now have access to the Gladiators Guild via the Aethernet. So let's go ahead and head down here. We can see a couple NPCs. So, often ones with titles like this will be your shops. You'll also be able to see them on the map with a little bag icon. You can obviously buy and sell stuff there, and yeah. Anyways, we've got another Aethernet Shard. We've also got the Goldsmith Guild. Because that is the Aethernet Shard for the Goldsmiths Guild. Woo! Alright, let's give him the order slip. Desirika Circlet? Just a moment, miss. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circlet to Desirika's exact specifications has proven somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through our work, and we're still waiting on the next shipment. Hate to impose, but can you explain the situation to Crooked Haft at the Miners Guild? My records indicate that he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind. Okay, so now we have to go over to the Miners Guild, which you can now see on the map. So, let's just continue on our way, do a sprint, see what Bitter Snow has for us. Decisions. Ooh, lavender. Bitter Snow's eyes are those of a man in love, wrought with worry and doubt. He appears to be waiting for someone who has yet to arrive. What could be keeping her? My beloved Yellow Moon and I promised to meet at this very spot, but 2 bells have passed and I have nary a word from her. Gods, I hope she's alright. As much as I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if she were to come in my absence? Please, do search for her in my stead. It's possible she's somewhere near the Weaver's Guild. She always enjoyed watching the... By the gods, do you think she's left me for someone more dapper? I try not to look a pumpkin, but I have no mind for fashion. Jeez. Alright, so you also notice that these Aethernet Shards will typically be like kind of dark and dull when you've not attuned to them, but then just they'll light up more and be more glowing. That just kind of helps you to know if you have attuned to them or not. Anyways, let's go down to the Miners Guild, because apparently we're just everyone's errand girl. Go figure. Alright. I have a mind to drain the pine, so hurry up and speak your business. She wants how many bloody garlands? 7 hells last, they don't grow on trees. More than that, this lad what fancies himself the next Franz the Fair ought to worry less about style and more about swordplay. Any road, I'll do my part to ensure the little bastard gets bedecked in all the goddamn garnets he can afford. And if he dies in his first fight, well, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. Jeez. So we're gonna get 50 experience, 5 fire shards, and 10 grade 1 dark matter. This is used to repair equipment from level 1 to 10. Or you can just go up to an NPC and repair it for Gil. When you've got a bunch of Gil. That's honestly what I usually do. Anyway. Do we have any more quests back there? No. Alright, my little loop-de-loop that I'm doing here is actually working. Yay. Alright, let's go ahead and sprint on by. Gonna see a bunch of people here. Just don't mind that. That's later stuff. Another Aethernet Shard, and when you know, it's gonna be the one for the Weaver's Guild. Alright, we've got access to the Weaver's Guild. Let's go. And we are lagging. So yeah, that's another thing that's going to randomly happen. Also, sometimes McPeter does not like this game, so expect random just lags happening. Anyways, we've got Yellow Moon over here. Paragott, be good. Just look at me. This hair, this outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? Oh, I can't let Bitter Snow see me like this. Perhaps that last tunic was best. After all, or no, perhaps the blue. Bitter Snow is waiting for me, but I don't have anything to wear. Oh my goodness. We're gonna do that lavender. Alright. Hello. Vox Populi. Aetherwine appears vexed by his work at the Weaver's Guild is in need of a helping hand. Okay. Something in the cream. Oh, whatever shall I do? This dress, I can't seem to finish it. Well, the design is flawless. Absolutely flawless. Of that I have no doubt. But I simply cannot settle on the color for the life of me. How would you like to conduct a bit of field research for me? I'm dying to know what color the ladies of Ul'dah are wearing these days, especially on the Hustings Strip. When you're finished, please call on Luku at the Alchemist Guild. The woman is a wizard with dyes. Have her cook up whatever color you find is most popular. Okay. And so, as long as you're within enough range, you can talk to people, even if you're not on the same level as them. Juliana, the Weaver's Guild, finds herself a troubling loss of manpower. If it is work you seek, the Weaver's Guild welcomes you. Indeed, your timing is impeccable. This soiree is to be held with all of Ul'dah's elite in attendance. Once the invites went out, the orders came in, and with that, a fury. Every lord and lady from Cape Deadwind to the Cinderfoot is demanding the latest fineries. I need hands, and I need them now, yet I cannot spare the time to go off in search of them. Would you care to aid us, friend? I ask no more than you. Welcome to our doors any willing soul you might find. Come, let's see how you fare. Show me your warmest welcome. So this is teaching you how to use emotes. So you'll see over here, show her your best /welcome. So that means you will want to type /welcome. Excellent. I dare say I would work for you myself. Now hurry up. We need those people. Alright, so now we're going to have to find people who, well, want to help out. So we've got, this. So you don't actually have to fully type, as long, like, you can, there's a message remembrance you can do, so you can just press up, and, like, hit enter the chat log, press up, and you will proceed to use whatever you typed last, which for my instance right now is /welcome. Work at the Weaver's Guild? I'd be lying if I said I weren't interested. To whom might I go to inquire further? Alright. How about you, Jillian? The Weavers are recruiting. Finally, my chance to become a famous designer. I was gonna say, I swear, if I have to go all the way back there. Okay, I don't. Alright. Good, we've got some people here. Alright, so Soto. Appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stitching and whatnot. Alright, so doesn't want to join. How about you, Bibi Chua? So the Weavers need help, do they? Sorry, friend. I'm all set for coin. Be that way. How about you, Lurking Leech? If you're the right quest. Yep, you are. We even want to take a look at me, friend. I'm a bloody guard and on duty, no less. Move along now. Alright, so that's the end of that quest, I suppose. Let's go ahead. Oh, Husting Strips is back over there. I was thinking of Sapphire Avenue. Anyway. Hi, Juliana. You returned? How did you fare? Two potential recruits, you say? Welcome news. I only hope their zeal for fashion will show in their efforts for the guild. What we do here may seem all silk and satin, to be sure, but the work within these walls is far from easy, in that I suppose our trade is not unlike any other. So we get some more experience and some more gil. We're really rolling in the gil. We're up to 521. Before we know it, we're gonna have millions. Wait, Anyway, let us head over here. The most popular color of late, while all colors have their merits, of course, but if pressed, I'd have to say red. Okay. So this is on the steps of fall. So, what do you have to say? Why, any color is perfectly fine for a dress, you silly thing. So long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. Whoa! Okay there. So if we head up here, we are going to find ourselves in the Husting Strip. What color is in fashion? Well, I must say, I'm just back from Gridania, and I find there's a certain verve to verdant livery. Green, you bloody idiots! Jeez. Tempers. Tempers. How about you, a fast road? Best color for a dress? Well, you know what they say, once you go black, you never go back. I don't know if that's what that saying's for, but... Hello, cordial spider. Yellow. What fairer color than the name of the fairest maiden, Yellow Moon? Oh, Yellow Moon, how my heart pines for you. So we've actually got another Aethernet Shard here. And now we have access to the Chamber of Rule. Alright. Bubble on. There's a lot of people here. There's never a shortage of white dresses on our Ul'dah ladies. Surely is the most comfortable color to wear under the murderous sun. Alright. How about you, Cornell? I just don't remember this quest. But of course, it has been 6 years since I've done this part of the game. Personally, I've always had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. Okay. Now we're really getting fancy. So basically what I'm getting from this is the fashion is kind of all over the place. Go figure. I guess I have been up here because there's an Aethernet Shard up here. Oh, it's the Alchemist Guild. Hello. I literally don't remember that. Red, ever knows. This is Ul'dah, my dear girl, where the sun beats on you with your back with fiery fists, and the sins and sands are hot and unforgiving everywhere at once. We Ul'dahs live for our passion, for our lust for life, and our lust for life is surpassed only by our lust for lust. I've noticed. So now we need to go to the Alchemist Guild, because, thankfully, it's right here. Alright. So, we have another quest. What a shocker. You are here on behalf of the Weavers Guild, are you not? Yes, Aethelwine said you'd be along. Well, what color is it to be then? Sounds as though you've had 2 votes for red, 1 vote each for green, yellow, white, and black, 1 abstaining, and 1 vote for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. By no means a resounding victory, but I suppose red it shall be. I have some catalysts I've been saving for just such an occasion. Mark my words, I'm going to concoct the most vibrant red Ul'dah has ever seen. Alchemy may look arcane and esoteric to the uninitiated, but it is grounded in naught but science and experimentation. Indeed, I dare say it does more to advance culture and civilization than nigh any other discipline. Hey! We earned an achievement! So yes, there is an achievement system within the game. There is a lot of achievements. So this one in particular is for completing 10 unique quests. We're on our way. A luxury at long lost. Eowyn has needed an adventurer to help and test a revolutionary new medicine. Yes! At last, my work is complete! Mark my words, this formula will revolutionize alchemy as we know it. With just a sip of this tonic, even raging fevers will be instantly extinguished. But I must needs test the adventurer. While I produce more, I bid you take this batch to Pearl Lane to a man named Lambert. He is trusted by the other refugees. Persuade this Lambert to take my tonic and give it to his people. I require nothing in exchange. After all, it is truly effective. If it is truly effective, it will be a tremendous boon to the advancement of the alchemic arts and mankind at large. Okay, so we have nothing more to really do here, so we want to head back to the merchant strip. And as I run into every wall while I'm trying to use the map, I'm actually going to want to warp to the Weavers Guild. It's just going to be faster than trying to walk all the way back there. I'm going to need more water here soon. Weavers Guild. My ice appears to be melted. Excellent. Just what I like is warm water. Well, it's fine. It does stay cold. At least for a bit. As we wait for the loading. So yeah, this, I guess it's sort of like a quest chain, though they are all separate. Just kind of take you around Ul'dah, and yes, this is the way I want to go. I had to get my bearings there for a second. Let's go ahead and sprint on over, and here is our Lambert fellow. Medicine for the sick. This deep green tonic. We're no fools, lass. We know full well what the bastard Eowyn is up to. But we'll accept his medicine nonetheless. Look at us. Beggars can't be choosers. Might be as if it's a mere experiment to him, but to us it's a matter of life and death. If we've got to choose between this bastard swill and nothing at all, is it really a choice? Aww. Alright. So you have another quest. Lambert wishes to offer you a small token of his gratitude. If you come here by choice and few are still bearing medicine, your kindness shouldn't go unrewarded. This piece is important to us, but I want you to have it. It's just some old pottery, I know, but it might be valued by collectors of cultural artifacts. There are men who are willing to pay good coin for such objects. If you go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, chances are you'll find one of them. Alright, well, luckily it's literally right over here. We have the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, and we've also got another Aethernet Shard. This one is a little bit lit up by the sun, though, so it looks a little bit different. So, let's talk about here, as there's a guild hall nearby. So we've got the market board. This is like auction house, whatever you want to call it in your other MMOs. This is where you can buy and sell items from other players, set prices set by them, of course. So we've also got Seiseroga here. And you are? Oh, a newly come adventurer. But of course, yes, I am Seiseroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. As for me fee, what? Expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'dah for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. How about this leather? Gee? Maybe? Oh, Mistress Mimodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Ul'dah's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer, a deadlier sword perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you'll find the merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. And to the south, you'll find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem. This is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Mimodi. Now off with you. Jeez. Pushy. Alright, so that's gonna wrap up that story quest, but I don't want to head back just yet. I actually do want to talk to Sintgoat. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning lady like yourself be looking for today? So let's give him the cracked face. Permit me to examine this face of yours. I hope you did not spend too much coin on this trash. A flood of like items brought in by refugees has destroyed what demand once existed. The markets are fickle, my friend. If you lose sight of current trends, you stand to lose everything, as I once did. Market wards once bore my name until fate and hubris decided to reduce me to this. For your sake, I pray that you do not have to learn this lesson the same way I did. Okay. So this guy has a level 38 quest for us. Gonna be a little bit till we can get that one. So I'm gonna head back. Even though I said I'm not gonna go to Mimodi, I am actually gonna head back to the Adventurers Guild because we have not gotten the Aethernet Shard there yet. I believe, if I remember right, it should be our last one in Ul'dah. And then we'll take a quick jaunt outside, finish up this quest, and then call it good. Fortunately, yes, the main cities are always terrible for loading, and part of the reason I avoid the Limbs Illumines is because it is really bad for loading, at least for me. So let's attune to the Aethernet Shard. Yep. You attune yourself to all the Aethernet Shards in Ul'dah. The Gate of Melt, the Gate of Thought, and the Gate of the Sultana, and the Airship Landing are now accessible as Aethernet destinations. So yes, once you get all of the ones in the area, you can then get access to, like, quick warps outside of the area. Okay. I was like, let me move. So we need to... So these are all in Central, that's in Western, and that's in Western. And that's also in Central. So, let's head to the Gate of Meld, Central Thanalan. Hey, and so we just unlocked another achievement. This is for getting the entire map of Central Thanalan. Apparently, you get the entire thing now just by walking outside? Man, I remember when you actually had to explore the whole map. Jeez. Anyways, combat. So, right now we only really have the one skill available to us, Boot Shine. So it does have a damage bonus if you deal the damage from behind the enemy. However, as we are solo and it's just us, can't really do that. You also see there's this lovely level 12 enemy out here. Yeah, we don't want to play with it. So we're gonna get experience from each kill, of course. Since I was inside what's called a sanctuary, I was getting some rest experience. However, it quickly vanished. And yeah, so for now we aren't. Nothing's really gonna come up to us and like come beat our face in. At least not here. Also worth noting, on top of enemies, you will be seeing these little icons indicate they are used for a quest. Again, it has the plus, it's for like one of those key quests, like the huge hornet there is for the... Wait, wasn't this... No, I guess I am getting Marmot Blood. Yeah. So, the huge hornet here is for the Pugilist one. You also see on the map, you can also see where they're all located. Let's go ahead and take this out. So yeah, luckily that scary level 12 enemy is not going to come beat our face in. But if we do punch him, he will beat our face in. So let's not punch him. So let's head on over here. We see another one of these scary tortoises. But we want to find the snapping shrews, which are level 3. Oh no, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. It'll just take a little bit longer to kill. Also, I need to change the size on that. Alright, I have to keep that in mind. I just noticed my buffs are way too small. So yeah. I guess we are gonna have to go over to the other place for ladybugs. I do not think there are actually any in Central, unfortunately. But we do want to take out these snappy shrews. So even if we were lower level than them, like 2 or whatever, we would have been fine. Like, they aren't gonna, you know, toss a poor new player into like level 3 enemies that are just gonna kick your butt. Like, these are barely damaging us and we're on the same level, and I mean, now we're higher level. But, and we also now have True Strike, so that means we have unlocked our first piece of what's called a combo. Combos happen as you progress through a chain of certain actions, and let's just say Pugilist and its eventual job, because we're now currently a role, it's one of the most heavy in terms of them, and it's also one of the most heavy in terms of positional. Was part of why I actually did choose it, just so I could explain this sort of stuff. So let's head back inside. Unfortunately, we cannot just warp back in. We also got the active help about Pugilist forms, because now that we have learned True Strike, that is something we have. So Pugilist forms, as you progress through using your skills, you'll go through 3 different forms. Right now we only have 2 of them. You can only use the later ones when you have the required form. So True Strike requires us to have, I think it's Opal form? Or Rapture form, yes. And then True Strike will change us to Coral form. However, we can't do anything with that one yet. So we want to, that is really bugging me about the buffs right now. Sorry. Like, seriously. 100%. please. So why are you... You're grouped up. Left justified. Thank you. Alright. There we go. And now they're the right size, and now I find out... Okay, we're fine. Sorry, it was like seriously starting to bug me. We want to go to Western Thanalan now, because we do need to take out some ladybugs. Sorry, ladybugs. Well, now we're also going to get the achievement for that. So, the other part of this is you do actually get experience as you clear out these maps. So, for instance, right there, I got 85 experience for getting the Western Thanalan map. Again, I swear, like, originally you had to do it all at once. Anyways, so we have our ladybugs here. We have a lot of ladybugs here. Now, right, we have 2 attacks now. I'm not used to having 2 attacks already. Or something. So, these do only last for a certain amount of time. So, you'll see this dance, like, this buff here is rotating. I am gonna up it another percentage because I'd like to be able to see my status effects. Because it's actually somewhat important that you do in some situations. Anyways. Yeah, so you'll see as we fight, like, there's a timer counting down, and that's how long it will last. And that will indicate how long you can stay with this particular combo for this job. Alright, so that's everything we need. Let's head back inside and do that. But yeah, so you'll see it's counting down, the coral. I'm gonna go ahead and bop that, and then just run, because I just wanted to show this. So if I, like, see it as it counts down, and it hits 0, that's gonna go away. It was gonna go away in the loading zone, so that's why I had to do it right there. Luckily, that ladybug is not very fast. Or, no, I hit a marmot, didn't I? I did hit a marmot. It's still not very fast. So thankfully, we do have all of the Aethernet Shards across Ul'dah, so turning in all these quests shouldn't be too difficult. I'm having to keep an eye on the time, but there's something I do need to do on my other character. Alright, so where are we heading? We are heading down there, up there. Let's go down here first. I, of course, had used sprint. Good job, Rennie. Let's go down here and turn in our first quest at the Thanalan Guild. Gladiator, Pugilist. Alright. Blood, have you brought it? Yes. Yes, we have. Except I didn't get in the right area, but whatever, you'll still take it. Yes, yes. This shall serve nicely. By virtue of your toil, I am one step closer to publishing the many breasts of Thanalan. Thank you. Take this as recompense. Now, go now. May the traitors smile upon you. So, we are going to have the option to choose some equipment. So, the first item here is more for your frontline jobs, like Pugilist and Gladiator and Lancer. The second one here is for your mages, so like Conjurer and Thaumaturge. So, we will want to choose the first one with the Strength and Dexterity. So, Starting City, I guess I never really talked about Starting City. Starting City is actually determined by what role you take. So, because I'm a Pugilist, I start in Ul'dah. So, say if I started as a Lancer, I would have started in Gridania. Or if I started as a Marauder, which is... Yeah, if I started as a Marauder, I would have started in Limsa. I'll go to Aetheryte Plaza. So, that's just all sort of stuff to, like, keep in mind as you choose a first job. Though, it does eventually not really matter. But just kind of the start you want to get to your playing will be determined by that. Alright, slight throwback here, but holy heck, I'm getting hungry. Let us go to Jajakuda. Not ready, are you? Come, let us see what he's brought. So we want to give him the shrew pelts we picked up. Exceptional. These are fine true pelts indeed. Well done, my friend. The Pugilist Guild is among my largest clients. I fear what would have come to pass had this order been delayed any longer. Take this, You've more than earned it. Cool. So we get some experience and some lightning shards. So the shards. Shards are used for crafting. Yeah, they're used for crafting. Guildmaster, you're back, and none the worse for the exertion. Youthful vigor is a truly blessed thing. You've gotten off to a fine start at last. To help you on your way, I want you to have this hunting log. Within, you'll find the names of various creatures, opponents you might hone your skills against. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. Indeed, a pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. Get out there, Arya, and let your fists fly. When the time is right, I'll teach you something new. There's no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. Ha ha ha. The next Pugilist quest will be available from Hamon upon reaching level 5. So yeah, these are all level locked. The role quest and job quests. So we also now have unlocked the hunting log. So it's going to be found under logs or just by pressing H. And there's one for each class, role, whatever you want to call it. So these are by tier and by level. So it's giving us just a bunch of enemies to go take out. And if you like mouse over them, it'll also tell you where they are located. Or where to go find them. Additionally, if you find them in the wild, it'll be like, hey, by the way, this is for your hunting log for your current class. I need... Not the Adventurers Guild. Need the Gladiators Guild. I was literally right next to it, wasn't I? I'm very good at doing that. Taking the long way around. Actually, I don't know. I didn't do the figuring out. So, let's go turn this in. Go to the body, and then call it. So yeah, nice beefy episode, but we explored Ul'dah. You know, did a bunch of little quests to explore the city. And let's head on in and turn this into Vulcan. Back in one piece, are you? About bloody time. I admit, you look as though you just picked up a sword yesterday, but you handled yourself well enough, I'll give you that. Actually, I use my fists, but okay. And here, I'll give you this as well. Ain't worth a night in Ul'dah's finest pillow house, but I'm sure you'll find a use for it. So now we can get some hand piece. So again, it's gonna be the left one here is your strength piece, the middle one is a mage piece, and then you can also just pick up some gil if you really want to. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this. It's not always gonna be the case, it is gonna be slightly vary depending on the quest, but for now that's how it is. Alright. Unfortunately, we cannot equip it because these are all required level 5, and well, we're level 4 right now. Unfortunately. But, Adventurers Guild. Seriously, why have I not checked my mail yet? I'll get there. Someday. Eventually. Oh goodness, sorry. I'm hungry. That makes me sleepy. Not a great combination right now. Alright, Momodi, I'm back for you. So yeah, I just generally see a lot of people kind of chilling around here. How was your tour of the city, Arya? Get lost, did you? Aye, well, Ul'dah's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? I did, actually. I just followed the quests, really, but... Alright then, all that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand. Okay. I see how it is. We're still about level 5. So sometimes because of lag and all that, it does take a little bit for the next quest to pop up. But we'll see, it's level 4 and the rewards are level 5. So anyway, yeah, she has our next quest for this, but we will go ahead and get that next time. So, Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you really enjoyed it. Be sure to consider supporting the channel. You can find links for that in the description, such as my Patreon. And you can also find links there to me on social media. So thank you again for watching. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. And I have a great view of Pillar right now. And a plant. And that's how we will end things. Yep.